Okay, hello everyone, this is Zach here. Okay, coming okay by typing a 1 for me please, okay, before we start. Alright, hopefully my connection, everything is fine today. And today we're going to look into, okay, what is the good counters, okay, not to say profitable counters, okay, I would never know, but let's see what is the stocks that, worth to, for us to pay attention to, okay, next week. Okay, hello Ting Lu, okay, hello Yo, thank you for joining me today, right? So okay, we're gonna start right now. Okay, just want to ensure everything's fine. Okay, now okay, let's see. Okay, now usually before I start, just want to go through a very quick one. Okay, on this sector indices over here. Okay, so I think for members, okay, make sure you try to come to here, this page over here, to look into hello Avis. Okay, thank you for joining me today. Right, so for members, make sure you come to this list of screener here, the sector screener here, to take a look what is the overall direction of the market, right? So this is actually suggestions by Coach Alif, and of course Martin's do try to develop, okay, according to the criteria and the things where, of course, moving forward we have more features coming in, right, to help our members to select the stock and sectors better, right? Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that overall, okay, if you are looking for a stock on the particular days, okay, so I think best is that you start from here first. Okay, if you looking for a new stock ideas, you're not sure what is the stock that you should look for, right? So okay, seems like my connection got issue. Okay, good. So okay, of course, for some members, okay, if let's say for example you're kind of busy one, probably cannot uh updates this, or maybe come back to look into this screen every day, I think it's fine, but at least try to come back, like, once every week, and twice a week, try to look into this list here to see, okay, what is the direction, and what is the things that probably you want to take note moving forward, right? So a few things actually I think is kind of useful by looking into these screeners over here. First of all, I think it's the percentage from Pentagon. Okay, again, few things that we actually can use is that again, by looking at Pentagon, of course haven't included today's yet. So this list of screener here actually will be updated, if not mistaken, by midnight, okay, because this is together with Smart Ruby, right? So if you click over here, right, it turns to green Pentagon, but be careful as well, because it's already break 8%, right? So sometimes, if let's say too far away, it will make a little bit of pullback. Okay, so that's why this kind of information you should probably take note a little bit, right? So why is a stock that having momentum probably is too far away, probably doing a little bit of pullback moving forward. Okay, so you can actually take notes. Okay, now one of the formation I would take note as well is red Pentagon. Okay, red Pentagon, but the price didn't follow through. Okay, I think it's pretty easy to understand. This is that whenever there's weakness but the price didn't go lower, right? So unlike construction, probably a little bit weak, or maybe telecommunication, okay, utilities slightly a bit weak. Of course, KL healthcare, Busan healthcare usually is, I don't really look into it, because overall it's in bearish trend. So for let's see, okay, for consumer, okay, even though it's in red, but if you realize the price actually is still holding pretty well, right? It's still holding pretty well. So probably this kind of few sectors is the one that you want to come and check again, right? Or maybe prepare the list of stocks when the turns green, probably you want to be more active, okay, by looking into it, right? So definitely this is the one that actually also kind of like caught my attention, okay, consumer here. So red Pentagon didn't drop lower. So of course those like green Pentagon, okay, but it didn't really break below, or maybe close to zero, I think is still okay to monitor, because seems like they are still moving a little bit sideways here. Okay, so there's a very quick one by looking into this sector screener. Okay, at least we want to know what is the direction moving forward. whether you want to focus plantation. Okay, of course for momentum you probably want to focus plantation. Okay, if you know about COC, I think it's suitable to use that at the moment. Okay, but if you want to look for something that probably just started to break certain supports or heading to some resistance, I think you can look into, like, for example, green pentagons, or maybe very close, okay, from the green pentagon. Like for example, transportation, where I think today move up higher again, so it's already turns to 8 days already. If not, KR Energy, okay, so seems like making a reversal from here. Okay, already 9 days in green pentagons. And technology, okay, so seems like technology also, some of them trying to move up a little bit as well. Okay, now let's go to some of the screener. Okay, let's go to some of the screener. Again, like I said, the sector screener just want to look into, overall as the things that we should be prepared. Okay, is the overall good or not? Okay, then the next thing is that I want to look into screener. So I always like to start with NS. Okay, you can choose the FA growth too. Okay, if you want to look for something that's probably mid to long term. Okay, now the time is 9:35. Okay, probably this one is yet to update it completely, but okay, we want to check the previous few days as well, right? So let's try KPJ. Okay, KPJ uptrust the other day, but seems like coming back and hold well, huh? So okay, now uptrust. Okay, again uptrust, there are a few things will happen most of the time. Especially a big one, most of the time it will make a distribution, if not a shakeout. Okay, if not a shakeout, like for example here, notice here, UT shakeout. Okay, so here's two. I'm not so sure whether they'll make a shakeout or not, but the NS seems like trying to build a support currently. Okay, so I think KBJ most probably still got shows to go, right? But maybe we'll form a shakeout. Okay, we want to monitor for a few days. Okay, hello Sam, hello Amir. Okay, nice to see you here. So okay, KPJ definitely yes. YTL, but too close with resistance already. Sorry, too close with the weakness bar. Okay, so sometimes too close with weakness bar, I prefer to check few more days. Okay, or try to monitor for few more days. Okay, before I want to take certain action. Oh, YTL actually pretty nice, huh? Okay, why all this while I didn't look into YTL? Probably it's REITs, so I normally didn't look into REITs. Okay, but I think it's pretty nice. Okay, right, so this is like false breakout previously. Right here we got a false breakout, kind of high volume, but it hits here. Okay, so we got 1 2 3 and it break up. Okay, so seems like it tested the new support pretty nice too. Okay, so YTL REITs. Okay, if you don't mind to hold, I think REITs sometimes movement is a bit slow, but overall the patterns on daily chart is pretty good. Even the weekly chart is pretty nice too. Okay, green pentagon 2040s, lots of sign of strength at the bottoms. Okay, lots of sign of strength at the bottoms. Okay, so well, okay, let's see whether we can get any white balls or not. Okay, I don't know why I didn't focus on YTL REITs all this while, but the formation is, yes, definitely pretty good. Okay, so a good NS also kind of close with support. Okay, hello Wong. Okay, now let's go to the previous few days ago, because I think today is yet to update it completely, so most of the time I check around like 10 p.m. or 10:30. Okay, to ensure my list is completed here. Okay, so okay, red tone, I think today goes up by form a UT. Okay, form a UT. This one is nice. Okay, anyone here got P trans, Perak transit? Okay, triple NS, for Perak transit. Okay, so I think still got show. Again, just a quick reminder here, disclaimer, I'm not here to tell you what to buy, what to sell. Technically I got losses as well. Okay, I need to cut tons of losses, okay, for the past few weeks ago. Okay, only this week, right, seems like market is doing pretty good. Okay, and I managed to get some for this week. Okay, so definitely no buy call over here. Okay, definitely no buy call over here. If you want to do any entry, exit, okay, please do your own due diligence, your own trading plan. Okay, now again, some member asked me, right, Zach, they say that since that the KLSE is turning to green pentagon. Oh yeah, I forgot to show the KLSE. Okay, which is very important too. So here KLSE, I think it already turns to green pentagon, right? Combination with NS. Okay, let's look into 3 month chart. CNS green pentagons. Okay, So some member asked me, right, it says that, hey, Zach, seems KLSE turns to green pair, can we trade more aggressive or not? I think yes, no problem with that, okay, because we always want to trade together with the trend, okay, which is a smart money as well. But do remember, you always need to calculate your risk too, right? So bull and bear for me sometimes doesn't really tell you, hey, today is bull, today is bear, right? Like for example, a few days ago, it's still like pretty weak overall in the market, okay, but suddenly, you know, these 2-3 days suddenly become very bullish, okay, plantations coming, transportation is coming, and you know the rest is seems like falling too. So if let's say stock break up like 10, 15, 20%, yes, even though it showed like, you know, a very good bullish momentum, but doesn't mean that you need to chase, okay? So trade aggressive, but you know, doesn't mean that you have to you have to risk more, okay? So always remember, risk is the most important thing for me, right? So for pair transit, okay, I think Tenlon said yes, okay, good. So it's a reversal trade, okay? This is like a reversal trade, because it dropped here. Oh, sorry. Okay, it dropped below, okay, 1 NS, 2, 3, okay? So red pentagons, 2 NS holding about 2040s, okay? So is a nice reversal trade, okay? Now do be careful, okay, because even though it's a NS, even weekly also tend to NS, okay, but they haven't going back to certain uh, support areas, okay? So for example here, if you draw this line here, this is the previous supports, okay, potentially returns to resistance, which is the, you know, the red pentagon areas too, okay, but overall likely the down bar here is very low volume, so I think likely it's a shakeout, and hopefully we'll see a shakeout completed too, okay, in P trans, okay. But what I'm trying to say is that if you're already in this trade, be careful here. Got UT, okay. Again, we never really know, you know, where market is going into, okay. Probably, you know, this week bullish, next week bearish, okay. So few things that you want to always pay attention to, okay, if you are looking for white ball or short-term trading, okay. So you want to monitor here closely whether got any UT or not, okay. Now I think my screener is not updated yet. Like I said, usually screener updated around 10 p.m. here. So some champ I think definitely is worth to pay a little bit more attention to, okay. Again, not so sure whether you enter it or not, or looking for entry, but I do remember we do talk about this, you know, when these things happens, right? So bar cross up, high volumes, you know, we got uptrust, okay. Again, few things that usually got uptrust, don't panic, okay. Don't think that, hey, yeah, it's distribution, everything, okay. Few things that you have to look into, what type of uptrust you are dealing, right? So first of all, this is a gap up uptrust, okay. This is a gap up uptrust, okay. And next few days you will notice that the volume on the down bar is low, generally is still above the gaps, okay. So type of 1 for me, please, if you understand this, okay, especially for members, okay. Type of 1 for me, okay, because you will see this a lot of time, okay. I think especially those stocks that hit resistance got duty, so at least you know that you know how you're going to deal with this, okay, moving forwards, okay. Hopefully my line is okay, right? I think I cannot access to my YouTube right now. Is my line okay? Alright, so hopefully it's still fine. Okay, sorry, just give me 1 more minute, okay, to ensure everything is fine here. I cannot access to my own screen right now. Okay, good. Okay, so type of 1 for me, please, okay. Type of 1 for me, if let's say you understand, okay, how to deal with the UT, okay. Now recently, like I say, lots of stocks hit resistance, turns to UT, but if you realize, okay, like for example, I think Unicrop, okay, I kind of surprised because I exit everything for Unicrop as well. Kind of the type of UT kind of scary, to be frank, but surprisingly today make a good closing, okay. So whenever UT didn't make a follow through, which means, you know, after UT didn't drop lower, you know, something is interesting is going to happen soon, okay. So like in this case, here's some champ, okay. I didn't get response, okay. Hopefully my screen, everything is fine, okay. So like I said, okay, for in the case like some champ over here, okay, just to ensure here is good, okay, just some champ over here. If you realize the gaps is still holding back, okay, thank you Office for confirmation, right? Okay, so we got NS, okay, we got some, you know, a low volume pulling back to the 20, Okay, and green pentagon links back, the red pentagon didn't drop lower. Okay, and another NS heading to resistance. Okay, another NS heading to resistance. Okay, so a few things also you want to take notes too. Okay, of course this resistance here we usually don't want to see a major weakness. Okay, I think if you, let's say you look into like OWG, okay, OWG follow through, but just want to share with you here. Okay, connection is a bit slow right now. Okay, nice. Okay, so if you look into OWG, okay, here got a UT, but it's not the scary UT. Okay, so remember in the market stages we learned in the masterclass, right? So not all UT is scary, not all UT is a distribution. You need to look into market stages. You need to look into, you know, the overall volume. Okay, so make a minor one before follow through. Okay, before follow through. So let's see how it goes for some chart next week. Okay, so let's continue to look from here. Okay, so like I said, I always like to look into something that is in green box. Okay, so that it close with the support. Okay, so but rapid is 8 ringgits something. Oh, okay, today also follow through. Okay, then it's okay lah. If you miss, you miss. Okay, if you miss, you miss. Okay, usually I don't really look into 8 ringgit counters, but recently I have to learn to trade this kind of counters as well. Because, you know, sometimes high can go higher, right? So seems like rapid also make a kind of nice movement. Okay, a nice shakeout over here if you realize. Okay, coming back. Okay, pre-VAR, but it's slightly a bit bearish. Okay, let's look into, okay, let's look into fast. Okay, because fast is slightly a bit interesting. It's kind of similar. Okay, against okay, now this is a few things that you can do. Okay, in the screener, like for example in P trans, right? If you realize the name is written to green. Okay, remember what is the green color here representing? It represents a hit zone. Okay, which means the green color here is written to bullish hit zone. Okay, so red here, the green here also telling you that the price is above the ST. Okay, but it's still below the LT, right? So it means that maybe in short term they are doing reversal. Okay, in short term they are doing reversal. Okay, so that's why P trend have this kind of formation, right? Green, green, red. Okay, so fast also got green, green, reds. MT also got green, green, red. So sometimes probably you want to look into this also. Maybe you got a reversal setups. Okay, coming from here. So okay, let's look into fast. SCPO over 50k already. Yes, right. So plantation. That's why I think plantation you can look into COC. Okay, if you have, you know, familiar about COC, continue to use COC. Okay, OMH, P metal, I use COC. Scan move, I use COC, but this one I haven't really decided whether I want to enter or not because bullet is kind of limited right now. Red turn UT scary, yes, correct. I think it's a bit scary. So if let's say the daily close the gaps, okay, I think it's good time to probably, you know, exit everything first. Okay. So red turn tune pro for me, I was aiming red turn this round I didn't manage to enter. Okay, to be frank with you. Earlier on, yes. Okay, but after breakout retest support, I didn't manage to follow. Okay, but I managed to follow tune pro. Okay, now this is like what I said. Okay, just now, like for example, P trans. Okay, the background is downtrend, right? But here reversal, right? Here got reversal. Okay, volume is not that fantastic yet, but I don't know, probably let's try can get a little bit of white ball or not, right? So sometimes let's say low volume is a bit tricky, especially low volume is a bit tricky. Like for example Lihan. Okay, Lihan didn't enter because actually I still want to monitor further. Okay, but today volume somehow give me a better confidence. Okay, so now this is what I'm trying to say. Sometimes reversal, okay, here if let's say low volume, it may fail. Okay, average to low volume lah. We want to see a obvious high volume, especially on reversal. If the background come with strong weaknesses, right? So you know, remember in the masterclass we do talk about sometimes all this kind of up bar low volume is also representing no demand. So whenever like Lee Hen, I think Pohua Hevia also having a similar setups. Okay, they cross 2040s. Of course, it's look interesting because why it is tested with low volume, but at this point we still don't know yet. Okay, whether it is an inverse pullback or real reversal. But today seems like slightly getting better. Okay, slightly getting better. So let's try to see whether can. I think here to here still got around like 10, 7, 9%. Okay, so let's see whether got any good one or not, okay, for white ball trades. Okay, personally I haven't entered yet, okay, but like I said, I just keep monitoring only. Like for example Hevia, you can notice the volume is extremely low, so maybe, you know, in this case here I will focus a little bit on Li Heng, okay, if let's say I really want to trade in these sectors. Okay, so well, this one also seems like holding well, but volume is still a bit average. Okay, can trade just in between here. Okay, let's continue to look for others. Okay, let's look into red tone. Anyone here follow red tone? Okay, anyone here follow red tone? Okay, so like I said, unfortunately I didn't manage to get this. Okay, because like I said, last 2-3 weeks ago, market is not so good, so I think I just managed to get a little bit only, not even 10% if I'm not mistaken, just a little bit only. So after it breaks up here, it retested. I didn't manage to follow because I'm looking into other trades and my capital is limited, so I didn't enjoy the 9% here. Okay, now this UT high volumes, okay, this UT high volume, because I think few members also following and a few members also asking me this morning, what should they do? Okay, in this case over here. So because morning, actually the volume is still pretty nice for me. Low volume, just that, you know, towards the last trading hour it dropped quite a lot. Okay, so my guess is that probably it will come back here, test before it goes up. Okay, but I think for morning as well, I think some member asked me, I also tell them to, okay, if good, you know, take a 30% or maybe 50%. Okay, from take first. Okay, put in your pockets, then let's see how it goes. Okay, so yeah, hopefully some members, if let's say you're following, you're able to at least TP some. Okay, TP some. Now let's look into Unicode, because I think this is few counters like a bit similar, right? So UT here, okay, like I said, I kind of surprised is it didn't really make a follow through. Okay, it hits here, low volume pushing it back. Okay, so like I say, UT similar like sound strength, right? Sound strength have to come with confirmation, and it's only effective, and it need to come with certain place in area. Okay, so similar one like weakness. Okay, if let's say weakness, it didn't make a follow through, most of the time I will pay more attention to it. What it means by follow through, right? If you look into here, this is also like a UT. Okay, even though it doesn't indicate UT, but the concept is same. Okay, it gaps up in the morning, it close lower. So this one also the same, but it doesn't gap up in the morning. Okay, it just go ups. Okay, maybe it drop lower. Okay, so both concepts are the same. So here, high volume representing sellers. Okay, high volume representing sellers. Okay, and this one what we call follow through. Okay, but here seems like, you know, it didn't break below 40, and you know the upward is coming back. Okay, so but again, it's very close to resistance right now, so I don't think I want to look for re-entry unless it give me a good area, okay, to focus. Okay, MTEL, okay, Chong say, okay, MTEL also got triple NS. I think MTEL also, like I mentioned, right, so it's green, red. Okay, so potentially probably it's like a reversal too, like fast, like P-Trons. Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, okay, yes, it's pretty nice. Okay, thank you Chong for highlighting this. Okay, so we got NS, but again, do remember, okay, don't trade here purely because of NS. Sometimes it will go down lower one. So we want to confirm the reversal at least. Okay, so here probably okay, but okay, this is, I don't know, kind of remind me like some champ just now. Okay, it make a little bit of gap up with a UT. Okay, but the UT didn't fail. Okay, I don't know, but it's kind of remind me like how some champ works. Okay, and we got NS here, increasing volume on the confirmation NS, which is okay, normal, and today low volume. Okay, today low volume. Okay, again, I'm not doing buy call here. Okay, but I just think that, you know, it's a good setup for probably a whiteboard trades. Okay, so if I try to aim over here, again, risk to reward is very important. Okay, if let's say the stocks didn't come to me, okay, which is the price didn't come to me, it's okay, right? Next week, I believe there's a lot. Okay, just that, you know, you do have time to do homeworks to look for the stocks or not, right? So here to here, well, 16%. Okay, I think it's pretty good for me, right? So if let's say below the 40 MA NS area, okay, probably I put it a little bit lower. Okay, sometimes it make a spring, right? So 5%. Okay, 5 to 16. Okay, maybe not 16 now. We cannot really, you know, predict the highest, the bottoms. Okay, I think 15 or so, 14 also pretty good. Okay, around at least 1/2, I think is good. Okay, this is almost 1/3. Right, so use your NS, your stop loss. Okay, we got the 40 here, there as well. Okay, if not, you can actually add the trend line plotter. Okay, where's my trend line plotters? Okay, you can add the trend line plotter. I think the trend line plotter also suggests that this is the lowest support. Okay, which is right at the NS there. Okay, probably on the use there. Okay, again, remember, right, you want to trade when the right price come to you. Okay, you don't want to try to rush yourself to look for the trades. Okay, but it's a good one to pay some attention. Okay, so let's see whether my alerts here can hit a little bit or not. Okay, so okay, let's go back to one more day. Okay, let's go back to one more day, 6th of October. Okay, 6th of October. So anyway, thanks Chong for highlighting this. Okay, and crop, I lost interest already because yeah, it's a bit far from me now. But again, you know, sometimes I might be wrong as well. Probably we got a COC, who knows. Okay, let's look into oh yeah, I think there's one member trade this NS. Is it Doreen, if I'm not mistaken? Okay, sorry, anyone here trades and crop based on this NS? Please type a 1 for me. If not, type a 2 for me. If no, type a 2 for me. Okay, again, very important things I would like to highlight, especially for members. You must remember this. Okay, don't trade anything that is very close with weakness bar. Okay, or immediately after the weakness bar. Okay, you don't want to trade that. Okay, so example here, UT, the next few bars you don't touch. Okay, you don't touch. Okay, like for example here, yes, even though you might say that exact, but here this down bar here doesn't come with high volume. It's low to average volume. Yes, I think yes. I don't think it's a main weaknesses. I think it's a pullback, but it's a widespread bar. Okay, so immediately it tells you that seller is coming in, even though it's less. Okay, even though it's less. Okay, but doesn't mean you have to enter immediately, because probably the pullback is yet to complete. Yes, okay, it probably gonna to like this. Okay, so here also sometimes you cannot tahan really, because you know 15 to 20% easy from here. So do remember, don't trade immediately after the weakness bar. Okay, few things what it means by weakness bar. First, upthrust, high volume. Okay, similar like here, similar like here. Okay, widespread down bar. High volume, down volume doesn't matter. Okay, if let's say widespread down bar, you want to be careful, especially if the price really in uptrend and far away from 2040s. Okay, you don't want to touch it first. Okay, you want to at least monitor for several days, ensure sound strength is there. Okay, in this case, yes, there's a sound strength, but it's only 1 bar sound strength. Okay, it doesn't mean you immediately make a new good supports there. Okay, so hopefully you'll understand about this part. Okay, now members, type a 1 for me, yes, 2 no. Okay, Gary Lim say no, I may say no. Okay, so if cans, probably moving forward, I would, you know, if I see lots of this kind of example, I'll share with you more. Okay, on this kind of case. Okay, so that's why, you know, success, Yuli Crop right now I don't really want to touch. Oh, success also coming back. Okay, now this is the things that you want to see, right? You got weakness already. Okay, price holding in 240s and it comes back with high volume. Okay, now you can consider again, right? Maybe some of you might say, hey, but Zach, is a bit too late, right? Yes, it's too late. Okay, probably it's late. Okay, but I rather than, you know, start in the wrong stocks. So okay, again, like I say, we got lots of stocks. Okay, not only this few, I think we got lots of stocks to look into next week. Anyway, my bullet is kind of limited right now, so that's why, you know, even like scan move, I think I talked with some members as well. I don't really can enter because, you know, I want to, you know, keep my cash right now to go for others. Okay, and hopefully next week I able to TP some as well, so I can got some cash for me to look for other trades. Okay, so just power alerts. Okay, especially for those members, if you are having TradingView premium accounts, you just put alerts. Okay, if not, use the KLSE screen. I think this is the same too. Okay, now LBS, some of property counters is trying to do shakeout. Okay, so if you look into these sectors over here, property is not that trending yet. Okay, what is property? Okay, but is, you know, in green pentagons. Okay, it's in green pentagons. Okay, So still seems like make it a reversals there. So LBS I think is highlighted one of the members as well. I think it's Yong. Not sure Yong is here or not today. Okay, but I think I think I shared with the members as well. Okay, you got an NS2. Okay, and making a shakeout right now. Okay, volume is not that obvious yet. So sometimes let's say volume is not obvious, few things will happen like CJ Century. Okay, it probably here 1, 2, a small one, they try to push back again, but if you notice the volume is not that high. So usually let's say the volume is not that high, probably it's going to sideway for a few more days and before we test on the resistance. Okay, so for me, my usually this kind of trades, the first TP is always the closer resistance. Okay, maybe 6-7% is also good for me, provided I can get a good entry. Okay, so let's say you look into CJ Sense. Okay, so similar like here as well, but okay, but CJ can move up faster lah. It's not a good example, by the way. So here completed, but the volume is obvious. Okay, so for LBS, somehow the volume somehow is missing a little bit. Okay, but let's see whether it can hold well or not. Okay, now for Centauria, okay, just want to share with you. Finally, I managed to get 18 cents. Okay, finally I managed to get 18 cents. Okay, so let's see whether it can hit the closest resistance or not by next week. Right, so again, I'm not doing buy call. Okay, not doing buy call, but the reason why I share with you why I get 18 cents, because the shaker is completed, and I think 18 cents is one of the closest to the supports. Okay, if they break somewhere around here 165, okay, I think I still can cut. Okay, I think I still can cut around 9% of raise. Okay, if let's say you buy here, your cut is 16%. Okay, so before you enter, you have to ask yourself, you can cut or not 16%. If cannot cut, you don't trade. Alright, so for me, I think I can cut. Okay, around 8%. Okay, or maybe 170. Okay, if let's say the volume is high, probably I just that's it. Just close the trades. Okay, so from here to here, probably still got around 18% to go. Okay, probably I'm not again, we don't know where is the top. Okay, maybe somewhere around 16-15%. Okay, it's also kind of good area for me to consider too. Right, so not so sure how to move, but we just repeat the things that we do usually. If let's say the patterns give you an edge, okay, then we just follow, right? So okay, now let's look into WMG. Okay, so like I said, lots of shake-up patterns, pocket period count patterns also slowly forming in the markets. Okay, this one no lah. This one is a little bit illiquid. So I want to look for something is more volume, liquid, a very obvious type of formation, candles. Okay, then we look for the trades. Okay, let's see. Okay, again, sort here. Okay, scan move. This one is also interesting. Okay, interesting. Okay, so let's see how interesting it is. Okay, I haven't entered yet. Okay, because like I said, my capital reason is a bit limited. Okay, enter some of the stocks already, but the NS is really good. Okay, I've been monitoring for quite some time already. Also, here got one. Okay, here got one. Okay, so like I said, if let's say next week Monday, Tuesday, I'm able to TP some of my stocks that I entered. If let's say if they are still willing to wait for me, then probably I come here and try a little bit. Okay, so let's look into weekly. Okay, nothing much on weekly, but the daily seems like trying to build a pretty good support. Okay, so okay, I think for some members here, you can look into this. Okay, so again, few things that you want to do from here. Okay, of course, all this already break up. Dialogue 17%, 5%. Okay, so scan move, it dropped 7%, but seems like now making back a reversal. Now, usually from this percentage here, okay, not only you know which is the big gainer. Okay, so again, we want to look for the risk to reward. Okay, you can do a back testing from here. And the other thing is that you want to look for those stocks got NS but didn't drop further or didn't go up further as well. Didn't go up a lot as well. Okay, I think Tambun kind of fulfill the criteria, and SCGM also kind of fulfill the criteria. Okay, now Supermax, even though it's only 3%, but it's downtrend. Remember, we want to check the background, right? So this is green, This is green. Okay, so that's why I focus in these two. ATA is in red, 10% some more. So that's why I think I focus on Tambun and SCGM first. Okay, so let's look into Tambun, and probably I'll answer some questions before we close. Okay, so I think Tambun also highlighted by who already? Arvid, is it you or Jimmy? I cannot recall. Right, I think it's either one of you. So okay, we got NS here. Okay, so reaccumulation. Okay, here is a shakeout. Okay, reaccumulation, and it breaks up, retest. Okay, retest, volume is low. I don't know whether it break up or not, but so far I kind of like how it formed. Okay, weekly charts. Okay, weekly chart returns to green, so seems like making a pullbacks right now. Okay, weekly chart is in green pentagon. Okay, SCGM. SCGM, we got NS here. Okay, let's draw the supports. Okay, drawing the support is very important because this is the one that it can actually tells you, okay, where is a shakeout, where is the nice supports. Okay, so whether it's still got sound string or not. Okay, we cannot get it 100% correctly, but at least it give you an idea. Okay, what is the area that you should take notes. Okay, seems like we got NS in weekly charts too, big NS in daily chart. Okay, so weekly chart also crossing back to 2040s already. Volume remains to be low. Okay, so sometimes it's a bit boring. Okay, like for example, lots of people also comments, right? Hey, Tasco waiting for so long already. Tiong also waiting for so long already. All these kind of counters. Okay, but you know, sometimes reaccumulation we don't know how long they will complete, but you know they are building something over there. Okay, what is the last column at screener represent? Last column, is it here? Percentage from the dates. Okay, so Wong, if let's say you're asking for this is actually okay, for example, dialogue on 5th of October, it got a NS. Okay, and currently, okay, as for today, I think it's not today. Okay, yeah, it's from today because it's already updated. Now it's already 10 p.m. How far did they move? Okay, 17%. Okay, let's look into dialogue. So like I say, this is good. Okay, especially for member Y. Is it dialogue? Oh yeah. Okay, let's look into here. So for example here, confirm NS. I think today. Okay, yeah. Oh, yesterday. Okay, yesterday because haven't updated yet. Okay, so it's 17%. So a few things actually you can do from this column over here. First, you want to check. You know, you go back to a few days ago. Probably a few things you can do. Like for example, what is the age you have? Okay, if let's say you trade in sorry, what I call, okay, green pentagon in KLSE, KLSE green pentagons or red pentagon. Okay, you can see the age you have. So usually how I use it is that I use the percentage over here to check what's the stock that haven't goes up yet. Okay, so that's why I spot Tambun, for example, right? Because this one haven't break up yet. So for dialogue, it already break up 70%. So I know that, okay, maybe I miss, and you want to look for pullback maybe. Okay, SCG I haven't break out yet. Okay, so I use this to check what's the stock that is still like holding more on support. Of course, background is very important. That's why I want to combine with the SC and LT. Okay, any other thing I should focus? Tenglom, any other things, or maybe Wong, Avis, any other things that you think I should include in this quick section here today? Now, like I said, today I just want to look into what is the overall things that we can spot for the markets here. Okay, now personally, few counters for me that I will watch extra closely. Okay, again, few counters that previously I like. OWG already goes up. Asia is at resistance right now. Genting M also in resistance right now, so I'm not so sure are you looking for entry exit or not, but it's already at resistance, right? It's already at resistance. Okay, now this is this is different type of UT. Yeah? So again, we learned about UT a little bit today. Now UT usually, let's say the next day, okay, it close up higher. Usually it's a good sign. Okay, usually it's a good sign. This is what I notice. Okay. So this will already in resistance. Okay, so again, I don't know whether you want to look for entry exit or not. Okay, few counters that personally, if I can recall right now, I will probably pay slightly more attentions to it. Okay, I think Pardini. Okay, Pardini. So if I look into weekly, okay, is actually still in green pentagon. Again, like I said, I like to look into weekly right now. Okay, market is a bit more uncertain recently, even though yes, these few days, we got a pretty good markets. Okay, so here, but overall low volume going back to 2040s. Okay, my news. Okay, let's look into my news. I think it's my news, if not mistaken. Yeah, my news. Okay, haven't turned to green pentagon yet, but okay, again, few things you can do in this case. Red pentagons. Now, red pentagon should follow through, but this one didn't follow through. Okay, it closed back up again. Okay, it goes back up again. So hopefully, haven't turned to green pentagon in daily chart, but slowly closing to the 2040s. Yeah, I cannot recall. There's one more. My news. MIEG. I think it's MIEG. Okay, so yep, MIEG. Okay, again, I'm not doing buy call here, but just want to share with you. Probably there are a few counters that, if let's say you miss, you already hit resistance. Some of the counters actually still can spot near to support. Okay, again, I leave out to you what type of patterns you want to trade. You want to trade momentum, you can look for those that break up, but you must check hourly chart. Okay, you must check hourly chart, COC. Okay, you must check hourly chart, COC. If you don't have much time to monitor every days, you go for safer one. You go for supports. Okay, I think MYEG. Okay, probably kind of fits the criteria. Again, not a buy call, right? So okay, let's look into some counters before we close. I pick up few. Okay, yeah, ATRMS. Okay, finally coming back. Okay, so this one also, I was like, okay, yes, close with a spring. Hey, but it didn't turn to green pentagons, huh? Oh, I think probably it's still below the resistance here. Okay, never mind. Can monitor further because I kind of like the volume crossing the 2040s and it forms a spring. But if you look into overall of the weekly, it is still narrow spread here. Okay, UWC. All these few counters still can monitor one, even though it's boring, even though recently it's not much news over here, right here. And Jeff Tag today got some movements, right? Okay, so you can see weekly is still pretty good. Okay, now and ask me why revenue going lower. Technically, I'm still holding revenue because, like I said, now I'm doing a little bit of Martin's strategy, the barbell strategy. I hold some long-term counters. Okay, I'm switching a little bit to long-term counters right now, mid to long-term. So that's why this one I don't have much bullet. Okay, for short-term trading anymore. Alright, so for me, if I look into here overall, it's not that scary lah. Okay, it's not that scary, but definitely this one need to hold slightly longer. Okay, because why? It already goes up. Okay, Okay, and it cut below 2040s, and it's still kind of like trading below 2040s. So it kind of similar like those Gyeongnam, Tasco, complete. Okay, it will move for months. Okay, before they try to go into resistance. Okay, now few things why I think no need to be so worried. Again, you need to hold for months for this end, because I think guys still holding. Okay, so why I think that is still okay, because if you notice the red pentagon here doesn't show further weaknesses at the moment. Okay, so here as well, if you notice, it dropped, but it dropped with low volume. Okay, mostly. Okay, so I think they are doing a reaccumulation. Again, in between there will be a wash shakeout. Okay, which is I think is sometimes it's a bit scary. So this one also Gyeongnam, I've been shakeout as well. Okay, I've been shakeout as well. Okay, so but after that I decide to look for the re-entry back. Okay, so I think this is the area that I've been shakeout. out. Okay, at the time I saw lots of NS, very nice. Okay, I just thought that okay, I enter, but immediately after 1 or 2 weeks, it make a shakeout and I just exit. Okay, and I still remember the time also the political things is a bit the news so causing the market, everyone is like a very panic. Okay, but if you look into this chart right now, of course now happened already, but if you look close at this chart, actually the down bar doesn't come with high volume. Okay, the down bar doesn't have high volumes. Okay, so for revenue, probably I would do something like what Martin teach. Okay, you buy it, you don't look into it every day. Okay, so for me that one is long term. I just buy. As long as there's no big uptrust, big sell off coming in, then I think I will still continue to hold because it's still in these reaccumulations. Okay, hopefully I answered your questions. And okay, I already answered. Okay, Wong as well. Okay, ATMS. Okay, let's look into NCOM, because I think MCOM is, oh, not MCOM, MCOM LB. Sorry, because MCOM is far away from 2040s. Okay, so this is trending, breaking for reaccumulation. Okay, so like I said, shakeout is very important. Why? I cannot promise you all the shakeout stocks will have breakout, but I can ensure 80% a breakout stock we have a shakeout. Okay, now this is the combination. That's why now I think, member, you should learn shakeout. Okay, you learn shakeout because market is weak to strength. So sometimes weak to strength again. So sometimes you can see lots of shakeout again. So okay, now this is definitely far away from trend 40s. I'm not going to look into the daily chart anymore. Weekly chart is the one that helped me. Okay, so I think N. Okay, and I think N is Wylin, am I right? Okay, so I think Yen is our masterclass students. COC. Okay, COC. Okay, but do remember this is a bit far from trend 40s. A pullback may happen anytime. So if let's say you really want to enter, assuming you're looking for entry, cut loss. Okay, cut loss. Okay, COC is there. Okay, now some member asked me what is the best way to trade COC. Okay, again, I always like to look into risk first. Okay, for me, I always like to see the COC daily chart. Okay, I mean the COC in hourly chart, but daily chart is close to a certain support level first. Okay, in the case like P metal, okay, so here is close with 2040s. It close with 20s. Okay, close with 20s. Okay, if you look into hourly charts, the COC is also close with 20s. Okay, so that's why after that I decided to talk my P metals. Okay, so type of 1 for me. Okay, against a few things that actually I do personally for myself to reduce risk. Okay, so momentum okay lah if you like those exciting one, because sometimes, to be frank, I'm working as well, so I cannot monitor the screen every single minute. So that's why I choose to go for lower risk. Okay, doesn't mean that you cannot trade. It's okay as well. Okay, so again, important things, want to ensure members you understand this. Type of 1 for me. Type of 2 for me if you think that okay, I don't really understand this. Okay, so again, COC, I always look into what's the risk first in the daily, then I look into hourly. Okay, so that's why the other day I go for scan move as well, because scan move before breakout, the price is close to 20. Okay, the price is close to 20. Even OMH, okay, it's slightly a bit far, but for me they are still got rooms to go. Unlike MCON is already like a bit far already for me. Yeah, it's all-time high. So that's why OMH, I also decided to enter on the COC2. Okay, COC2. Too close to 2040 is not safe. Too close to 2040 is safe. Okay, close to 2040 is safe. Okay, at least it's low risk. They're building some certain supports over there. Okay, so OMH, COC already done. Okay, let's try MCON LB, because before we close, okay, I think MCON LB I kind of interested. Okay, against one of the stocks that, not MCON LB lah. Sorry, anyone remember one of the stock I shared in the groups? But MCON LB also pretty good. Okay, just that there's one more. I cannot recall right now. I have to check back the Telegram script. Okay, so high volume pushing it back. Support's pretty good. 2 volumes coming back. Okay, weekly charts. Okay, if you want to have a better confirmation or momentum, you look for a green penguin in the weekly chart. Okay, so green penguins over here will be nicer. Alright, there's one stock. Is it AWC? AWC? Okay, AWC is reversal, but okay, volume okay, consider good. Can consider, okay, because it's a reversal. There's one more. I cannot recall right now. Okay, let me check the WhatsApp groups. Let me check the WhatsApp groups. I think I got posts around like 3 or 4 p.m. just now. Can anyone remember? Okay, never mind. I think I forgot the stocks. Okay, it's okay. Never mind, it's okay. Probably later on I check again. I'll let you all know. Okay, I just forgot the counters. Okay. The other one is task. Okay, I think I also shared in the members groups there. Okay, but tasks need to have a good volume. If not, most of the time they will fail again. Not very good volume. But okay, again, never mind, it's okay. We focus for a few more days. Okay, we monitor for a few more days. So sometimes let's say the shakeout completed, but volume is slightly low, right? You will continue to sideways or maybe do another round. Okay, like for example, Centauria. Okay, again, chart recognition is very important. Okay, for members, I think the next thing you want to do after you learn all the concept already, you want to learn on chart recognition. Okay, because this is the one that really can help you, you know, if let's say this happened, what's the thing that you should do, okay, later on. So this one, okay, the time also I thought you're gonna complete already, okay, but I forgot to check the volume. If you realize this volume here is not that good, so sometimes let's say the volume is low, weak, okay, it will make another round again before they complete it with a high volume. AWB. Got this stocks, right? I cannot recall. Never mind, it's okay. If let's say I can recall, probably I will post it to a members group. Okay, there's one stock I think they make a pullback very nicely. It goes up, pullbacks, okay, and this here it turns to high volume. Okay, I can't recall the name now right now. Okay, this, okay, I think thank you for joining me for tonight. Okay, hopefully like I said, my regular section over here, it can help you a little bit to understand what is bond spread analysis. Market is turning to be very nice. Okay, most of here turns to green, but again, few things you have to be careful. Let's say too far away, careful on pullback. Okay, so remember, can focus on this kind of red one as well, because you know this one didn't make a follow through. Okay, continue to learn shakeout worked very nicely recently. Okay, if let's say the stock breakout trending, monitor for pullback or COC. Okay, all right, so with this, thank you for joining me, and I will see you in the next sections. Oh, sorry, it's Lcom. Okay, it's not Ncom. Okay, so that's why I missed up the name. Sorry. Okay, I thought it's Ncom, but it's Lcom. Okay, so for those that who are still watching, Lcom. Okay, Lcom today turns to green pentagons. Okay, I should check my watch list. Okay, weekly charts, green pentagons, testing back to 2040s. Okay, again for those that who are still watching, Lcom. All right. So okay, thank you and see you soon.